Good evening and welcome everybody to Simplex Pachinko. This is Obi-Wan Pez. Apparently a purveyor of Christmas music. Not exactly sure how that got into the queue. It was supposed to be... I don't remember what I have it set for. It's either lo-fi or EDM, but... Anyway. So, now that we are up and running. Okay. So we are going to try out Trail of Ayash again tonight and see what happens. The devs have come out with a few updates since then, since 2 weeks ago when I last tried it, and it looks slightly better. I also started the game. In QWERTY, so hopefully there's no weird input issues, but that might not be the problem in the first place. So we're just gonna go with whatever's the default, and I'm turning my input back to QWERTY to make sure nothing bad goes on here. So I hope everybody's been having a good week. It's been rather interesting on my end. Been trying to get students prepped for exams next week and week after, so woo. That's nice of them. The devs put all their other games at the bottom as well. Switch the screen here so you all can see it. This is great. Any full screen up. And I unplugged the thing, so that's good. Really? Oh, wait. God, man. Every time. Alright. Set that back to really low. Pause this other music. Okay. Click here to take a survey. Welp. Not clickable. No, not sure. Anyway. So, we're going with, let's see the graphics one more time here. So I did a bunch of low stuff. Quality preset on high. Bump this down to medium. And let's see where that goes for now. If it's any less janky than Elite Dangerous, then we're in good shape. It's looking okay. Alright, so let's go new game. Frame rate's doing alright on my end. It's a little bit lower on stream, but that's not surprising given the other problems I've had. Forced labors in the caverns and mountain till death was your fate. Awesome. Or so you were thinking, until the opportunity to escape emerged. This is different, slightly. Interesting. Whoa. What? Why? Okay, oops. I really hope. I just did that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, controls. That was what I wanted in the first place. Key bindings. Yeah, I did. Okay, reset. Go figure, huh? I literally just clicked apply. Alright, that was my fault. Okay, spacebar to skip. Okay. Quick attack. Heavy. Ooh, empty. That's a context menu. Interesting. Okay. So middle mouse is a context. Ooh, ooh, there's stuff. I'm picking it up. I have no idea what it is, but I'm doing it. Oh, interesting. Okay. The graphics on the rock. It's basically a bunch of, like, anything that's not in the foreground, anything that should be shaded. Looks like it's kind of turning into a bunch of, not hexes exactly, but something similar. That's interesting. Okay, 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 okay. Crouch. Okay, so this is different. Very different. Okay, so if we go into the inventory, I got a bunch of stuff. So we can take the tomahawk as a weapon. These are all mushrooms. Take the torch as hands? No. Take the torch as shield? That'd be silly. I didn't actually see when it popped up, so that's too bad. Okay, now I don't know what it is. Will help you deal with darkness. Oh. Right click and it does what it should do. Okay. Scleroderma geester. I wouldn't force my enemies to eat this abomination. Scleroderma areolatum. It's generally considered at best inedible and likely to cause stomach upsets. Oh man. Whole bunch of mushrooms. The sickener. Oh no. R to pull. Okay. Okay, so when I have my fists out, this might be an interesting note. When I have my fists out and then I equipped the tomahawk in the inventory and then came back out, I was still punching. And then when I hit R to put my fists away, and then hit R again to pull out the tomahawk, then I could use the tomahawk. I don't know if that's something the devs might be interested in or what, but... Okay, I can jump over stuff. Looks like I can float. Okay, gravity appears to be slightly wonky. And I just Skyrim'd my way up here, so... Okay. Haha. And I didn't die. Space to take all. Okay. Poison dart frog, take all. I'm sorry, frog. I might need you. Okay. Kill this, but I did kill it. Okay, so, note to devs. If I do things out of order because I randomly climbed a thing, or... Okay, I think also because I was able to climb up there, I might have missed another block that was over here that was going to say this area is unavailable. So, I don't know if that's a thing, but might be. Okay, can we just load? No. Okay. Cool. No. Okay. Went back to the beginning. So I double-clicked load, or I like clicked load and then clicked it again, and it brought me right back to the main menu. No idea. Let's see. Okay. So still, clicking on survey didn't actually open anything, so I was kind of oh, there we go. Double clicking on survey brings you to the survey at soft help. Alright, so let's start a new game again. Alright, skip through. Alright, so let's go through again. We got a bunch of mushrooms again. Okay, across the wall. Maybe I should actually try reading the notes this time. So I do know that the devs cannot possibly account for all of the ridiculous stuff that I could possibly do, but alright, beginning, find the way out. Okay, I thought I had done that, but kill the poisonous frog. Okay. Okay, now find the way out. Okay, so fists are out. We're gonna go in here. Take that, take that. Come back out. And if I hit attack, I've still got fists. But it looks like I'm carrying something. Okay, yep, it's this. So it looked like I was carrying the tomahawk, even though I wasn't. Right. Now actually reach the end of the cave. It's looking like I can fall off that, so we'll let that go. I almost thought you didn't make it through the caves. Where are the others? Good question. Some probably made it to the mountain range, but some poor souls probably got caught in the escape. We must go before they catch our trail. That's correct, but before that we need to eat something. The escape through the mountains was exhausting. I set up a small camp nearby. Come with me. I gathered some things while you were in the caves. Hey, look, it's Kiriyama. Reach Kiriyama's camp. Alright. It does say E, but I cannot interact with Kiriyama at this exact moment in time. You look pretty weak, and mushrooms can't feed a grown man. We need meat. We could also use some herbals. I found this bow back in the cave. It's old, but you'll be able to hunt a rabbit with a bit of luck. Also keep an eye out for herbs. I'll wait for you here. I need to recover a bit. You have received a bow. I cannot interact with Kiriyama here. Not that it matters, but... okay. So here, R is going to be pulling out the tomahawk, and T is going to be the bow. Interesting. Look for herbs. And I better actually look for herbs and not the bunny, because otherwise it might tell me I'm wrong again. One blank. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so 7 of nephrite. That was a lot of stuff. Oh, hello. arrow once flown is spent. And I might also be catching on it. No. Something else. Oh. Really? I have no idea where that went. Oh. Mean. Alright, cool. I didn't actually need to shoot it with the bow. Just as a note. I'm curious though. There's probably one right here. Ooh, poison dart frog. Okay, at the risk of doing something stupid. Let's save here. There we go. Right, so hopefully I didn't need that poison dart frog. Talk with Cariana. Okay, so you had a little luck with the hunting. We need to rest for a while and move further soon. Where are we heading? Well, for now, I think we should run as far as possible. Maybe we should go to Gabesh. Gabesh? Yes, an influential city that could probably rival even the wild tribe from the north. We could find refuge there. Who knows, maybe we could even work our way in their tribe. First of all, I want to return to our old lands. Why would you want to go back there? That might turn you in again. I believe there are still some loyal people there. Maybe this could work out, but still, it's a considerable risk. Regardless, we need to press on or they'll track us down. We won't be able to get anywhere. Bertram, hello. Calculus might be easier than discrete. It kind of depends. So, I see calculus as like an extension of your algebra, trig, pre-calculus, etc., which is mostly talking about like functions and analysis. Discrete is much more like here's how to do proofs, and there's a whole lot of notation that you've got to learn very quickly. Saw a farm not far from here. Maybe we could loot it. Let's scout first, and then we'll make our minds. Right, reach farm. It's interesting. I didn't actually like cook the meat or anything. Just saying. Or rest for very long, or what have you. Pickaxe. Okay, so how many pickaxes do I have? I have 3. Okay. As long as we're clear. So it looks like I'm carrying 15.4 pounds out of 500. Which seems pretty impressive. Great at deflecting enemy attacks. So catchy jammers. Nice. Discrete to me is consider this possibility with all these possibilities. Yeah. Can be. Um, I mean, really the point of discrete in general, I mean, besides learning how to prove stuff, um, is to start understanding deeper abstraction. Ring with a nice diamond. Equipment. Sure. Good at skinning animals. Not as much damage. So that might be another thing to ask the devs is this normalized? It's in like open alpha. So I've also decided to push it down to medium graphics because yeah, I don't have a super great computer. Um, Usually when I'm running Elite Dangerous, if I'm doing like space missions, it's fine. But the second I try to go down to a planet, it grinds to a halt. Not terribly, but I only get about 20 FPS maybe, if I'm lucky. Here it says I'm getting about 33. So yeah, so it's not even out yet. They're still working on some stuff. I had some issues starting it pretty much at all 2 weeks ago, and so when I came in here, I'm in a completely different spot, and everything is working just fine. So seems to have they seem to have fixed some stuff, and if that was just mainly because they moved like the starting location to a different area, that's perfectly fine. Happy to happy to help. So the idea here is that this is like a Central South American area, pre-Columbian, so before the Europeans came, and um, it's supposed to, allegedly, because I haven't actually seen any of it, allegedly supposed to be like involving the mythology of the Central and or South American people. And I don't know exactly. We'll see how it goes. But somebody had mentioned it's kind of like, or at least sounds like, Valheim, but for different group of people. A sock. Stop, you don't look like one of the wildmen, but on the other hand, you're not from the mainland either. Who are you? We just escaped from the mining camps in the north. You look like you didn't eat in days. You're probably telling the truth. Soon we'll be assaulting one of the guard towers that is cutting us off from the rest of our braves. You'll probably want to join us since there's no other way to get to the other side of the cliff. Well, we could help. Let's assault their outpost. It might be a hard battle since they might hold the bridge with archers, but with the spirit's help we will be triumphant. I also imagine it's not quite supposed to be this vibrant. Um, might be a little more subdued on the stream. I don't know, but yeah, he's very glossy and very bright. I'm ready. I can pick up mushroom through a wall. So, maybe that matters to some people. So it seems like I don't need to have a line of sight of something. Well, actually, in this case, I do. I can't pick that up, whatever that is. Yep, there we go. Stone knife. So for whatever reason, some of the stuff I didn't actually have to have line of sight on. I just had to be like within a certain distance. Your decisions affect the world and tribe's relations. Cool. Oh. Alright, got myself stuck. Maybe not permanently, but yeah, there we go. Iron. Alright, 6 total. So for anybody who just came in, welcome. This is Obi-Wan Pez. We are doing Trail of Ayash tonight. It is an open... I'm not sure even necessarily, probably alpha. But it is an open playtest that is allowing people to come in and see how things are going. A couple weeks ago I tried this and it did not work pretty much at all. Kariyama, the guy who's, well, the guy with the clothes, the one with more hair, this guy, and wearing the animal skins, I guess. The quest said to interact with him, and I turned around and tried to interact with him, and it wouldn't let me. So, yay. But good news is that we are now able to interact with him and everybody else, and they put us in a completely different area to start. So it looks very interesting, looks much more put together, and I'm able to just pick stuff up off the ground now instead of having to like very deliberately find whatever it is that got dropped and then do some other stuff. Alright, so we might have to take those guys out on the other side of the bridge. May not be fun. Clear area, huh? Not sure I necessarily... my reticle's off. So I need to aim more to the left. I'll let you guys take care of that. Avocado. having trouble interacting with this guy on the ground. Although it's possible that, yep. So I got the one that was beyond and then not the one that was closer. Alright, so that's the ones on the bridge. We were carrying a lot of stuff here. Alright, basic arrows are 7 to 12. Primitive arrows are 7 to 12 also. And don't look like they have anything special here. Okay, long stone axe can be used as a weapon potentially. 64 to 69. Nice. Potion. Small bag. You can keep more items here. There we go. Black velvet patele. Mushroom is edible and generally considered one of the best edible Tylopilus species. Let's start putting like... No? Okay. Cool. Can we put stuff in the bag? Nope. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know how to keep a... I don't know how to use the bag. Not a big deal, I suppose. Cudgel, a lot less damage. For shamanism, animism, and warism rituals. Animal bone. Alright. Magpie ink cap, rather rare specimen. Speciment. Should lose a T on the end there. Spring Entomoma. Precious mushroom. Fummel veil Amantia. Amantia, T-I-A, as far as I know, but I could be wrong, or that could be different in different languages, so. Smells pretty good, actually. Dirty water, very dirty water, it needs to be cleaned. It might be nice if we had a sort option. Is that a sort option? Nice. Okay, rarity. Alrighty. Type. Okay. Yeah, and I've got one blank thing here. It says food, but it has no information. As much as I appreciate it. I also can't right-click it to put it in to food. Yeah, I also can't drag. Okay, it just went away. Problem solved, I suppose. Alright. Ancient urn that contains interesting dust. Toxic substance. Alright. Oh. What the hell? Oh. It's a bag? Maybe? That's a little weird. I have no idea what's going on there. Okay. Cool, cool. Outpost. Plus 50 XP. Cool, cool, cool. Uh-oh. No, that's not a... I'm also still carrying... Ouch. also appear to not be taking damage. We did it. The tower is ours. I was thinking about your idea about going back to the old lands, and I needed some time to think about it. I'd love to see our relatives, but if something goes wrong, we'll end up in the frozen wasteland once again. Take your time. From what I understand, there is a battle nearby, and the warriors of Gabesh are licking their wounds in a nearby cave. It would be at least wise to speak to them, and you may find a way back to our lands. Could I ask some questions? Can you tell me something more about this land? Can't say for sure, but it seemed we're in the Great Forest. It's no man's land. Both tribes in the mainland and wild men skirmish here. How can I find better equipment? I think your best bet would be scavenging or getting some wampum if you want to trade with others. Where are you heading? For now, at least, I'll rest here. Maybe I'll head to Gabesh and seek a new life there. So be it. I'll try to get some aid. I'll stay here for some time if you need some help. Also, take these potions. They might help you there. Killer King. Trying to solve a trig question because I forgot Pythagorean trig identities were a thing. Yep. Eventually got it right. Looking at the unit circle, couldn't understand if the problem was being asked me had a hypotenuse of 1 or not. Yeah. So generally speaking, you shouldn't need to worry about it, right? Because it all depends on what you've got. 38 wampum, a bunch of other stuff. Pear, dragon fruit. Salt, starfish, and oyster. Goat skull and broccoli. A jar that smells of honey. That is a mortar and pestle, so I don't know if you're quite going for that, but honey, great drink, rarely spoils. Human skull, wondering who the person was. Okay. Grab a bunch of stuff from here. Golden statue. Nice. Cannot climb. Yeah. Can't climb the ladder. May not need to, but... Spoiled what now? Okay. When it was already sorted by type, and I clicked sort by type, it did not allow me to do that, so... Okay. Interesting. I can still pick up stuff, even though I'm definitely out of space. Unless it's going into the bag, in which case I have no idea where it is. I'm pretty sure I picked up something that was not already in my inventory. Although that could not be the case, and I could have picked up only stuff that already is in the inventory. So, don't know. Tribe shield, short stone axe. Tribe shield, short stone axe. Yeah, well. So it appears that this stuff is still going into my inventory. That was interesting. I right-clicked the tribe shield in order to equip it, and now it's gone. Okay, I think it just replaced this one. Want to talk? All right, cool. Masak. You'll have some good equipment here. Look around, maybe you'll find something useful. What are you going to do now? We'll hold this choke point. Once Battle Chief in the cave, not far from here, tells us we can retreat, we'll go back to Gabesh. Actually, I'd like to ask you the same question. Where are you heading now? I'll be heading to my old village in the west. I don't think that'll be possible. The Wildmen set up a palisade camp there. It's one of the reasons we lost the battle here. There must be a way to get past that camp. So, add a T to there. You'll need to head to the camp in the cave. Maybe they'll have some ideas on how to get past that, but don't expect we'll stay here long. I don't know if it's okay to take these things from dead people. It's not like they need it. Our enemies often scavenge for supplies. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't do the same. So, ending punctuation appears to be missing on several of these. I'm about to head west. I think you should visit our camp. It's not far from here. Maybe they'll even help you out with the passage through the Wildman fortifications. Not chancing in on that. Dialogue. You have multiple choices and dialogues that can affect your progress. Interact with others to start quests, among other things. Alright, let's see. Note to the devs. When I interact, see, if I don't put away the bow, but then pull out the axes or whatever for combat, I'm still holding the bow. So here I'm still holding the bow, and then I pull out the axe. I'm still holding the bow even while I swing this thing around. I can put that away, and then I still have the bow and arrow out. Hit TA, interesting. Okay, it wasn't actually there, allegedly. Okay. When I hit T and then hit R, it was able to switch. So he did put it away. Okay. Cool. Pokik. Shouldn't you hide? Wildman might be here. I am Iwagima, one of the warriors that arrived here with the rest of the Gabesh Braves. What are you doing here? I'm mourning. My sister came with me to the battle, but one of the wildmen pierced her heart with an arrow. I tried to bury her after the battle, but I've seen woodies roaming around her body in large numbers. Woodies? Wedgies. Some call them puckwudgies, some bagwajinini, but we people from the mainland call them wudgies. I'm not afraid of fighting wildmen, but I hate those hairy creatures. They frighten me. Can you clear them out so that I can give my sister a proper burial? Sure. Parent dragon fruit. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Puckwudgies. I don't have any more arrows. I do actually, but not those. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. It's aggro. Nope. Human meat. Oyster. Oh, good. That was weird. Looks like I just turned heal. Alright. Doesn't appear to be anything around here. Oop. Here's a ladder that I can grab. Okay. So this was a dead end. Which basically gives me the opportunity to fight the Wudgies, I suppose. Woodies. Yes, I got them all. Great Spirit be praised. I don't have much to offer you for your actions, but take one of my axes. I'm done with fighting. I'll use it wisely. Thank you for your aid. I'll bury her now. Lapessa axe. Mythical. Ooh. A few legendary items. We're going to need to reach a merchant pretty soon. I appear to be in a dead end. Oh, rabbit. Oh, good. That's not what I wanted. Uh-oh. Wrong way. What? How did I miss? Nonsense. No! Okay, he probably should have gotten me there. Interesting. Doesn't appear to be any loot. At least you're not even telling me whether or not I could get loot there. Okay, so there's some stuff in here. Sacrifice. Great Spirit thanks you by giving a wisdom and restoring your faith. Great Spirit thanks you by healing smaller wounds. Okay. No, no. I've already done the thing. only up to 100. Oh, okay. The bag is allowing me to carry 200 extra units of weight, but not necessarily. Yeah, the bag is allowing me to carry weight, but it's not actually necessarily carrying, like giving us more room for any of it. Although it might. We just can't see it for some reason. Okay. Think maybe we turn the audio back up a bit, but the sound effects down, the voice volume down, although there's no voice at this point. Okay, we'll go like that. Sound effects might be too loud. We'll see how it goes. Suppose it would make sense if it doesn't allow me to interact with every single person on the battlefield. I don't think I like these. Bloodthirster, flying creature. Ooh. She's got a ring. Wisdom of Katanit. Equipment. Rare. What is that? Amulet. Okay. That's not good. It's actually hurting me now. Not by much, but you know. nothing here to pick up. Interesting. Oh, and now I'm full health again. So, good news, I suppose. Don't have to waste food all the time to keep raising health. A goose. Alright. Really? There we go. Raw meat. It's pretty nondescript. And yes, I am slightly sorry. Some of the in-between times I think could have better music, but like it's very quiet right now and not really doing anything. Also have leveled up. Can we sneak up on it? Turns out, yes, you can. That's nice. Wooden shield rather than the whatever it was called last time. Tribe shield. So can protect you from arrows and any kind of attack if used properly. It might also be helpful if devs could put the put the shields in as or sorry, put two-handed weapons across both the weapon and the shield in order to say like, no, you can't do that, or like gray out the shield spot with like I think Diablo did this. You got like a sort of the image of this weapon but also in the shield spot, just kind of like very dim. What is that? Uh-huh. Experience, do not delete, reward, food. Okay. Wait, hang on. So can we put this here? No? Okay. Might be old, but can save your life on the battlefield. These are interchangeable. scimitar. Like a halberd, sort of. Wooden shield we can trade. Doesn't seem like it's any different, really. Chief's shield. From faraway mad land of ironclad men. The Chief's shield, just in case. Might be better, it might not. Oh, yeah. It's looking a lot better. Has he been standing here, like, literally the entire time? Suin. What are you doing here? Please don't make any noise. I don't want you to attract the attention of the bloodsuckers. I was hoping to find a camp here. It's in that cavern. We'll probably retreat to the Gabesh soon anyways. Probably want to use any way there, but, you know, some people do say it like that, I guess. Look, I don't think you'll survive long. Wandering in the contested territory alone, go back to camp and speak with Nagame. Goodness. Fine. Back in 1 second here. All right. Stop, Ryu. Scout told me to speak with Nagame. If Nagame says you're okay, you can pass. Onika. Man has responsibility, not a power. What do you want? Jeez, man. Got some questions. Well, I'm not going anywhere, so I guess you can ask your questions. How did the battle go? We outnumbered them, but their discipline and equipment were superior in many ways. We tried to get into a formation. In such combat, spears and shields are the best choices since they offer good protection and excellent range. The battle was harsh. Our clubs against their lines of spearmen was a hard fight. We even broke their lines, and some of them started fleeing. We followed them, and everyone wanted to capture prisoners. Guess what happened? I think I see where this is going. They lured us to the lake where their archers were waiting. Then they sent their reserves. We lost most of our troops there. But wildmen themselves have suffered terrible losses, so for now, we wait. Thanks for the story. Time for me to go. Nizhny. Finally, someone from the outside. I thought we were in this alone. You look like someone who can get what I want for a good amount of wampum. Are you interested? Sure. During our long march to meet the enemy, something stole my pouch. I don't think it was anyone from the tribe. I think Woodies might be at it again. Those vile stealing creatures have been giving us problems for far too long. I don't have much, we're at war, but after the battle I was roaming through the corpses. I found a map that probably leads to a treasure. You can hunt these Woodies, but more importantly, bring my belonging back. I need my golden bowl. You can keep the rest. Alright, fair enough. Muka. Even a small mouse has anger. Ama. Who are you? I am Ama. I'm helping others with their wounds and the redistribution of food. Can I help somehow? Actually, there is something you can do. I need to check after cattle, but food rations are being delivered for the guards. Need to be delivered to the guards. Are you interested? Sure, why not? Great, please take these rations and deliver them to Telute, Machi, Bisakhalan, Muka, and Wanikia. Well, he's right there. Okay, merchant. Okay. I would like to take this. Maybe not. Hang on. Stone sledgehammer, long stone club. Okay, this is gonna allow me to get two things put on it. It might be better. Really, I also need to know. So, this looks like it does between 70 and 80 damage. Because there are two of them. Okay. Buy purchase. Dual hand axe. Basically the same. This will have an extra. Yeah, this. No, it doesn't have slots. It's just that. Jungle Wild Edge has 3 available slots here. Strangely made from pieces of this should be obsidian, S-I-D-I-A-N. Has 3 slots available and is also dual, so that's up to 96 to 108 damage, as far as I can tell, at least. Unless that's total 48 to 54, in which case it's probably quicker anyway. No slots available in inventory. Why, yes, you're correct. Finally noticed, did you? Curses. Sure, I have a lot of unique resources. Thank you. I thought I would starve out here. How did you enter my camp? Who let you in? The scout sent me. Agame. Well, he's a little bit slow in the head, but he's my brother in the end. How can I help you? I'm trying to get to my village in the west. I don't think that'll be possible. Wildmen set quite formidable fortifications here, and we probably will soon retreat from this cave. But I plan to send one last raiding party against one of their camps. Maybe this way, you'll find some way past their palisade. But make your mind now. After that, we're gone from these lands. I still have something to do, but come back. Who are you? I'm a merchant. Can you show me your wares? Uh-huh. I actually need it. A bag of sand. know how to cook artichoke, it will make a fine supper. Yeah. Some tasty liquid inside of it. Spoiled pumpkin. That was what I was looking for earlier. Why do I even pick it up? Probably don't want human meat, but... Sweet potato. Uh-huh. Really? Get a 0 from it? Yep. Spells. Poison dart frog venom. Doesn't stack. It's interesting. Sell 2. Keep 1. Cup. Don't sell those. Right. Some gemstones. This guy's got all the food. Specifically, seafood. Broccoli. I'd rather die of starvation than eat this. Alright, that's a big mood. perfectly fine, man. This one's good. We gotta go buy some more stuff from the other merchant. Oh, not a wrong one. Show me your wares. Okay. So I think we want the dual wild edge. And he's up to 848 again. Now we can sell more stuff. One more person we're supposed to be delivering food to. Who is it? Curses. Okay. None of these people actually speak. Already given him his food. Allegedly already given him his food. This is hardly fair. Oh, up there. Yeah. Looks like someone who can win a contest. What do you mean? You need to hit an empty bottle of firewater placed on the rock. The prize is a new bow and modified arrows. You need at least 50 wampum. Okay, fine. Here you go. Looks delicious, thank you. Alright, there we go. Alright, I don't know where you put the bottle. It's on the end of something. there it is. Hey. I hit the bottle. Unbelievable. He must be a very good hunter. Here's the reward. Woo. So be it. Join your braves in the assault. Great. I'll gather the men and tell them that we advance. It's not many arrows. I've only got 3 left. And then 10 of this bemol arrow, which is 7 to 12 damage compared to my 7 to 12 damage. So, same deal. Let's just switch. Get the other arrows in. Be easier, we don't have to worry about only firing 3. 3-1. There are many wounded foes. What should we do? Guard them. We'll need to question them. I think it's the wrong decision. After all, the fighting men won't stand sparing enemies that torched our villages. On the other hand, we might need information about enemies nearby. Talk to the wounded guards. I have some questions. How can we get past these palisade walls? I know a hidden path to our camp through a forgotten cave. We tried to use it, but sometimes people won't get back. Our shamans even wanted to seal it. But I warn you, there's something wrong with these caverns. For your good, you're telling the truth. We need to take a rest, regroup, and mobilize our warriors. In the meantime, you can try some reconnaissance. I don't know who or what lives there. Take these potions, they might help you survive. Return when you get more confirmed information. Vanish. This is Trail of Ayash. So, it actually worked this time. I tried playing it 2 weeks ago, and there was some problem with possibly with my graphics card because it's a bit old, worn down. I need like my so we go through tutorial, alchemy, craft, creatures, characters, meditation, skills. Now the game is in early access. This is a well, I mean, you can see like my personal frame rate is not super great either. So what kind of shamanism do we want? Or do we want herbalism? Warism? Spiritualism? Or animism? So yeah, the game itself is not out, has not been out, and it was put in early access probably 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, something like that. So I was like, yeah, let's try this, and then yeah, ended up not working for me. Other people said it was working great, and I was like, I don't see it. Like literally, I tried to turn around and then talk to somebody, and it would not interact with them. So we had a good 20-minute stream 2 weeks ago, and then this week I was like, all right, let's try it again, because there were some updates in between then and now, and yeah, now it works. Yeah, my graphics card is a ATI R260X or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I've been making some notes along the way, so maybe the devs will see this and Um, I do have some occasional problems here and there, and uh, translations are like super close, so that's good. Um, I am, however, kind of fading for the night, so I'm wondering if I should just switch or hang it up and we'll see how it goes. Alright. Vim, Vigor, Sprightliness. Resilience. Active. Nimbleness, Acumen. Not stopping. Spiritual Marathon. Night Panther. So that's speed. Strength. Robust. Stamina. Okay, so all these second level here are going to require the one above it level 3 in every case. Okay, so I got 6 points that I can give out. I mean, oh, I need damage blocking 4 in order to get arrow damage? Interesting. Um, also would help if we have a current level for this. Hmm. Otherwise, Megalomorph, how you doing? Armadillo. Trail of Wolves. Muskrat. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Nice. 10 less stamina for roll. Oh, doing a roll. Right, okay. 1.1 increased mana ratio modifier. That's kind of nice. Stamina regen. Stamina total. Okay. (2018), okay. Is that the one where you have to do like quick time events as you're going down an area? Otherwise, you can get impaled through your uh, through your jaw on sharp sticks and stuff like that. Oh man. Yeah, I can only imagine. Pickpocketing. Interesting. Oh, that's Empennage. You have to get all this stuff, but you receive one increased number of skill point per level. That's not entirely finished, I don't think, but oh man, I am a sucker for a good um, I am a sucker for a good learning skill. That's also, oh boy, need grist 3. All right, we're gonna have to go this way. Is it active? No. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Must be groups. So if that's just warism, herbalism, shamanism, spiritualism maybe. And are these active? Yeah. Okay. Alright, I got no more. Got no more current. No more skills to add. That'll happen later. Okay. 40 increased underwater breathe. So, whereas that's nice, this is going to lead to tentacle, which reduces negative effects time. That's pretty nice. I don't know that I've actually hit any debuffs at this point. And then we get learner, 10% more experience for monsters, and 10% gained experience total off of that one. That is just crazy. Anyway. Okay, so let's see. Oops. Yep. Because I haven't eaten anything? Is that the problem? 7. Health went up. Not mana or stamina. Interesting. Okay, this is way overpowered. Not gonna complain. Alright, another note to the devs here. My little interact thing at the bottom is no longer showing up when I'm actually using it. So right here, when I hit interact, it should have a little bottom little thing that says like opening, and then reaches all the way over once I've been holding it for long enough. Unless that's intentional. Yeah, map. Okay, what's this? Outpost. Abandoned village. Battlefield. Nope. Nope. Okay. So nope. Nope. What was that? What was that? Turtle? Okay, let's put the weapons away. Can I interact with the turtle? No. Let's leave the turtle alone. Maybe also get out of the water. Okay, I came from this direction. something right there. I can't see it. It's weird. That marker should no longer be here. He moved up to the next area. Already did it. Can't thank you enough. Please take this as reward. Don't even know what you gave me. Can't sell it because it's too expensive. Or I can purchase something from him, but then I don't have room. Cool. So this is pre-Columbian, well before the European invaders. So you're supposed to be surviving and like gaining or getting retribution for being driven out of your village or something like that, um, by the other uh, indigenous peoples. Um, but yeah, thanks. I will catch you later. Hope you have a good weekend. There's really not a whole lot I can buy here that would be worth practically anything, which is too bad. since I've already got a lot of those. Sell that one. The exact opposite of what I wanted to do, maybe. All right, let's call it here. It's getting really sad. All right, let's pick up the other music. We'll hold this on the main menu and say goodnight to everybody. So this is Obi-Wan Pez for Ensign Flex Pachinko. We're going to give it a rest for the night. This has been a productive stream, getting Trail of Ayash to work and getting my computer to cooperate, and we'll be taking the survey here